it's your girl Amaya Moore, and I'm back here with another video. Long time no see. I really missed you guys. I'll save like the antics on like updates on my life, all that, for another video that will be coming soon. But I wanted to dedicate this video to me talking about, well, it's actually something that has to do with an update that happened in my life, and I want to share this with you guys because I figure it could be valuable to some people. Whoever's interested in this specialty, like people who want to know how to get their foot in the door for healthcare and stuff like that, and how to go about it. So this video is going to be about how I became a mother baby tech. Now I want to make it clear, like just make a disclaimer, tech and CNA can kind of be used interchangeably in many hospitals. I was a mother baby tech, which means I was a postpartum tech. I was working with the moms after they deliver and their babies, helping them to heal and recover before they go home. If you guys don't know already, that was a job that I really wanted to get. I dreamed of it. I wanted it because when I graduate nursing school, I want to be in a in that area with moms and babies, like whether it's labor and delivery or whatever it is. I want to be in that specialty, in that field. So I wanted to get my foot in the door before I graduate, because I do know that when you do graduate, when you graduate, it's kind of like a little difficult to try to get like a labor and delivery job. Sometimes it's hard getting into those units. As a new grad, it's hard getting into a specialty unit in general. So those ones are really like specialized. This thing is definitely sliding. Like I was saying, I do know that with the specialty I want to go into when I graduate, I know that it's a highly specialized area, so a lot of times it's hard to get into it as a new grad. So I knew that getting this job in nursing school was going to help me get my foot in the door so that I could kind of go where I want to go when I graduate. Now, the job that I got, I did not do it through the school. I did it on my own by just applying. How I went about it. So toward the end of this past spring semester that passed, I was like, okay, I want a job over the summer. I was looking to get a job in Jersey because obviously I'm not from here in Maryland where I go to school at. I just go to school here. I have no interest in Maryland, no interest in Baltimore at all, actually. So I was looking for jobs in New Jersey. I was looking everywhere. Like I was looking at any job in New Jersey you could think of. And then like at the time, my family was trying to move and buy a new house. So I was trying to find things that would be within proximity to where I was moving to. But at the time, it really wasn't even finalized where we were moving to. So it was just like a lot. So at one point I was just like, as long as it's in New Jersey, I don't care, I'm gonna figure it out. I applied to different places because a lot of people had like mother baby techs open. Some places had labor and delivery techs open, and I would apply to them. And some places I just did not get a response back. Like didn't even get my application acknowledged. Some places would respond back to me like, sorry, but we've chosen someone else for this position. So it would be a little discouraging at first. I had started the process in like March that I started looking. April, I took it a bit more serious. And yeah, April was when things were like on the roll and going. I became discouraged because I was like, dang, like, I can't even get a position as a tech. Like, I can't even get a position as a tech. What makes me think I'm gonna get, like, it was just discouraging, and I really wanted that job. And I wanted to make money over the summer, but I wanted to make money doing something that I enjoy doing, not just like going to just get some quick cash and it's not actually gonna benefit me in the long run. So basically, like what I did was I just didn't give up. I really didn't. And it was this one hospital who they had openings for, it was called Patient Care Tech / CNA Interview Day. Now, it wasn't for any specific specialty, any specific unit, none of that. It was a generalized interview day if you were trying to become a tech or a CNA or whatever. You had to put in an application for that interview day, and you have to hope that you hear back. And then it's kind of like you automatically get granted an interview if you get chosen for an interview. So I had applied for it, and mind you, it wasn't even like I was getting notifications and updates on this. Like I was just going onto these hospitals' websites every day, like seeing updates, like just desperate. I kid you not. I actually started becoming so desperate that I started to like look for jobs that weren't even mother baby. I was like looking into jobs for nursing homes, rehabilitation centers, and I actually was getting callbacks for them, and they were calling me back like, hey, we're interested, like, would you want to come in for an interview? And then I would just be like, I do, but at the same time, I don't want to settle. Like, I'd rather have no job this summer than go into a nursing home. Like, that's not where I want to be. I do not have any preferences or desires to work with the geriatric population. Nothing against it. That's just not for me. And I didn't want to spend my summer doing that, getting experience in that, when it wasn't going to benefit me in the long run. Like, that wasn't my goal. That was my purpose of looking for a job. So back to what I was saying, the patient care tech interview day. So I was like beasting, kind of went on the hospital's website, applied for it. It took like about a week later or so, and I got an email back saying, you've been selected to get an interview. When they told me that I was gonna be having the interview, I pretty much, they sent me like a Zoom link, sent me what I needed, and I hopped on the Zoom call. I got on the Zoom call, and it was a lady who was speaking to me. Very nice, very welcoming, very good vibes. She asked me like my nursing students, stuff like that, because by the way, I meant to say, this hospital that I was going to, even though I didn't have a CNA license, being as though I was in nursing school, and the point that I was in nursing school, like I had completed certain classes and certain clinicals, I was automatically eligible for the position without having had earned an actual CNA license. I wanted to put that out there because every place is different. Some places will know that you are in nursing school and still require you to get a CNA license. Sometimes you can just get a CNA license easily by going to your like state boards, however they work that out, and proving that you're in nursing school, but then you have to wait for your license to come back, all that. Some places are really serious about it. Some places are just like, all right, you're in nursing school, show us your transcript, it's fine. Like, you don't have to show proof of no license or nothing like that. I'm sorry that I'm kind of like skipping around, and I hope I'm not like losing y'all focus. The lady I got on the interview with basically was asking me, okay, let me just say this right here. She was the nurse manager for the cardiac unit. So the first question she really asked me, like a serious interview question, she was like, so why do you want to work here? I said, to be honest, I want to work here because I noticed that you guys have mother-baby positions open, and I wanted to be a tech on that unit or labor delivery, somewhere in that nature. And she was like telling me all about the cardiac unit, telling me how she loves having nursing students come on to the cardiac unit. But she said to me, she's like, honestly, this was an amazing interview and I really enjoyed talking to you, but if you want to be in labor and delivery and mother baby, I can find a way to get you connected there, because I wouldn't want you to come to the cardiac unit if that's not what you're actually looking for. And those are like music to my ears. So I'm like, it's lit. So she was like, I'm gonna put in a word for you. I'm gonna let the labor and delivery nurse manager and the mother baby nurse manager, I'll send them your information. I'll let them know to reach out to you so that you can schedule an interview with them. Then it was the waiting. It probably could have been a week, but it felt so long. Maybe because I was just like desperate. It felt long, and I was just like, I might not hear back. Did she actually put the word in for me? And I'm like talking to my friends, talking to my parents. I'm like, when should I hear back? I don't want to seem extra like I'm beasting. But I was like, okay, I have to at least give it a week. Luckily, within that week, I did end up hearing back. They actually had got back to me while I was taking the test, but I didn't know until I was done with the test, and I went to my phone, and I had got an email from the hiring recruiter, and he was just like, hey Amaya, I'm emailing you because I want to set up an interview for you for the mother baby job. Are you still interested? I responded so fast. I'm like, oh my God, it's already been 2 hours. He probably thinks I don't care. He probably thinks I don't see my email. You know, me just overthinking. But luckily I responded fast, and I actually called to him, because he had said, call me when you can. So I called him when I got out and let him know. I was like, yes, I'm interested. He was like, okay, good, because they want to set up an interview with you. So I was really excited, and we set up the interview, had the interview. Now, the interview happened probably like 2 to 3 days later. I was so nervous, and I was just nervous because I was speaking to the nurse manager and I was speaking to her assistant manager, and they would just ask me questions like, what brings you here, what do you want to do, like, and they were telling me like this would be a very good stepping stone for me, being as though this is where I want to go when I graduate. And then she was just telling me like what to expect as a worker there. Let me just add that in. Some things that she was telling me, which I actually did on the job, were giving the babies their first bath, diaper changes, measuring INOs for mom, helping them go to the bathroom for the first time, cleaning their beds if they're like C-section, doing Foley care, like emptying the Foley, all that stuff, cleaning them down, setting up the rooms, like before they even come to the room, setting up the bassinet for the babies, stocking in the nursery whenever things were getting low, making sure there was blankets in there, washcloths, all types of stuff. Charting, obviously we had to chart. We did the vital signs for mom and baby, helping the moms breastfeed. I might be leaving, we did like taking out their, whenever they're done with their IVs and before they're about to be discharged, taking that out. Just like a lot. I mean, you know, obviously moms after delivery, they're not too dependent. They're not like sick patients, so they kind of actually recover fairly fast. Once they use that bathroom for the first time, they're up on their feet, they're pretty much good for the rest of the stay. At that point, you're kind of just like providing them with what they need. Any more supplies, you're not really doing things for them physically in regards to like helping them shower. Like, it's none of that. Once they get up, they're up and they're usually good. Okay, so I had to take a quick intermission. My RA was doing room checks. So yeah, back to what I was saying about like the moms. They're pretty much independent after, and it's pretty simple. But long story short, she was just telling me everything. The manager was telling me everything that I should expect on the unit, telling me that sometimes it could be busy, sometimes it's not. It's a night shift, 7 to 7. I had never done that before, but I wasn't really nervous about it because I do know that when I graduate as a nurse on bedside, I'm going to be doing 12 hours anyway, so might as well see what it's like now. Either which way, everything she was saying was exactly what I wanted to hear. She was actually, what she was telling me, that the role of like the mother baby tech was actually more than I expected. I'm like, wow, like we actually get to do a lot of hands-on. You know, I love the babies, giving the babies a bath. That was like music to my ears. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Needless to say, the interview went well, but of course I was overthinking it. Why? Because she said, she was like, well, you know, this will be a good stepping stone for you. And I should have took that as hints that she's probably gonna hire me, but I am an overthinker. So it was like, when the interview was done, I just swear to you, let me backtrack. I had told her that I was going to school in Maryland. I wanted her to know that because I wanted to keep it real up front. I let her know though that I live in Jersey and that I'd be able to come to work. And I meant to say I was applying as a per diem worker. So it would be like, you only have to fulfill 2 days out of each pay period. No, not each pay period, out of each scheduled period. So let's say it's like August 10th to like September 12th. Within that time, you need to work at least 2 shifts. So I was like, I can do it, fine. So I let her know that. A week went by, I wasn't hearing nothing. I was getting really nervous. I started to just stop thinking about it. I was like, whatever, if I don't get it, it's just not meant to be. What's for me won't pass me, it won't miss me. So it is what it is. I'm just going to stop thinking about it. And that's exactly what I did. I stopped thinking about it, and I got a call from the hiring recruiter who called me like, Amaya? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like, but you know, usually no call is a bad thing. A call is usually good. So I kind of knew what he was going to say. He was like, I'm calling you to let you know that we spoke to the manager and she wants to offer you this position. And I was super excited. I was making good pay, and I'm just gonna like put it out there because it's really not that deep. My pay was the base pay was like $17.60 an hour, but because I was on night shift, it was like $18.30. So that was like really good for me. And obviously, when you add that up in 12 hours, it's making a good amount, you know, but it's good pocket change, you know. So I was so excited on the phone. He could tell I was excited. I'm like, thank you. And the rest was history. He told me that I had to come in I had to do a virtual orientation online, and then after the virtual orientation, which the virtual orientation was like the hospital orientation, general hospital, which means no matter what unit you're going on, whether you're becoming a nurse, tech, a doctor, that's the hospital orientation. Then I had to attend the in-person tech orientation, which means whether you're a cardiac tech, emergency room tech, mother baby tech, all techs come to this orientation. So it was mainly like we were in the simulation lab the entire time, learning basic skills, reviewing basic skills that I had already learned in fundamentals, learning how to like do blood glucose sticks, which I'm actually a pro at now. I didn't really learn it in school. I became a master at it at my job, where I was literally going around doing blood glucose tests on moms and the babies, like the heel sticks on the babies. We did, so yeah. And after that, of the tech orientation, I did the actual specialty orientation. I believe I did 6 shifts. 6 shifts with a preceptor. 4 of them were day shift, 2 of them were night shift. And then 3 shifts, 3 orientations were with lactation. So with lactation, you basically get paired up with a lactation consultant, and you guys walk around to the units, going around to the moms who need help, who have called for help, and things of that nature. It was just very fun. Like, it was everything I could have imagined, everything I could have dreamed of. Cool opportunity. I really just wanted to break that down for you guys. For anyone who is interested in going into that specialty, I would say if you can get a tech job or a CNA job, if it's possible, do it. If it's not, don't break your neck for it. But if it's possible, definitely try to do it, because it's like, it's invaluable experience. Like you can never go wrong doing it. I know that this being on my resume is going to be a good look for me. So I'm just very happy to have gotten this experience. Another thing, just like advice, if you want to get some experience before you graduate nursing school, do it and be proactive about it. If you want something, you have to fight for it. You have to get it. I say this all the time. Like, it's not going to be handed to you. I told you guys I was on that company's website like every day, like checking in on any updates. It's not gonna just like be sitting there in front of your face. You have to like go seek what you're looking for, and you have to ask questions. And before I even actually started doing my own search, I was asking people I know, who I knew people that worked in hospitals, like, hey, do you know anybody who has connections with the mother baby? And like, I really wanted this, and you have to really want it in order to really get it. So that's basically that. I'm not going to reveal what hospital it was, just because of privacy purposes. Whether you're interested in that specialty, or whether you want to become a tech, or whether you just wanted to watch the video, I hope this could have been helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and any questions you have, like any more questions that I actually didn't get to touch on, because it is September, and I did start that process back in April-ish, May. So my mind may not remember every single little thing, but just ask me something that you feel like I didn't touch on, and it will probably trigger the like answer in me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.